It's an off-colored remark. It's highly inappropriate.
No such thing. Hi, folks. What it is, what it was. Great to be with you Wednesday. Great state of Georgia. No show tomorrow. I'll be traveling. Catch me on Crowder live with him tomorrow night. The final night of the RNC. That's the big night. Trump will speak, and Carrot Top's going to do like 8 minutes, I guess. It's going to be, it should be great, you know? I mean, think about this. This is historic. When's the last time there was a political convention where the nominees coming off an assassination? It might be a little interesting to tune into, don't you think? Although I did see there was a Munsters marathon on A&E, so I'm on the fence. Let me tell you, cocksucker missed by a man. They said I can't do them. You got to get your voice back. The roof. What? The fuck was that? Did you guys hear? I just said to Dale, I am pissed that they're not making, we should be furious. That I would have canceled the rest of the convention and said, we have to disband the fucking Democrat Party right now. Everybody has to be, fuck it. The hearings start today, live TV. I know you can't do that because the election's that close. But Jesus Christ, just put the shoe on the other foot. Can you imagine that happening to shithead? And then people coming out on the right going, yeah, sad they missed Joe. Wish they got him right in there. Can you, this fucking, again, the right, I don't even know, like I said yesterday, if it would have set off a fucking civil war. People should be fucking out. Maybe they are, and we just don't have the, you know, the media coverage for it. They tried to kill the Republican nominee former president. And the fat, stupid broad, excuse my French ladies, the head of Secret Security, literally guarded PepsiCo's building and a few other buildings. That's what she did before this. You read more and more into this. She came out yesterday, and this just blew my... Jesse Waters last night had the best opening statement. He covered it all. Did you hear her excuse for not having somebody on the roof? It was slanted, like most roofs are, and we thought it would be dangerous. Folks, slanted. She had snipers on other roofs that were more slanted, number one. Number two, we just looked at a picture. Me and Dallas were looking at this picture of what were they, Secret Service guys?
Yeah, they're just a SWAT team.
SWAT team.
Literally standing above the body.
Standing above
no
the body.
problem.
And the pitch is about a fucking degree. Yeah. I've been on more dangerous roofs doing work when I was working in the summertime as a kid. Are you shitting me? My Uncle fucking Al was a bricklayer. He was building a chimney. I had to go up a ladder carrying 2 tongs of bricks in each hand. Those are about a fucking 100 pounds. No hands. And he's on a roof that's like this. He's like a 75-year-old former firefighter and Mason, and screaming at me because I wasn't getting up there quick enough. Are you fucking? That's her final answer, and she's not stepping down. What? That's the excuse. They were in the building the kid was fucking on. You don't even have to go into all that. The fact that building is that close is just fucking insane. I know we're talking about all we have to. I tried to make the show. I didn't want to get too far, again, into the assassination stuff. I'm actually injecting less political shit, but this is not the time to do that, I guess. I wanted to make it a little lighter, you know, and I'm trying, folks. But I just couldn't believe what I was hearing and what their excuse was and the response from the left. They don't even wait. They don't even wait. A couple nights ago, the people, I don't think I showed it on the show, interviewing Donald Trump Jr. at the convention. And the guy kept going, what about your father's policies of ripping babies out of women's arms at the... And Trump's like, you can't even wait. He was just shot at 48 hours ago. You guys can't even wait. Get out of here, he goes. Which is how it should be. Hey, how about this? You don't talk to the media anymore. Let's try that. Think outside the fucking box, Republicans. Just shut it down. Don't talk to, you know, and then you get no message out. Well, they're going to twist it anyways. Just go to Fox, America One, Newsmax. Everybody's coming around.
Nick Di Paolo show.
Thank you. See, I'm not a good self-promoter. Thank you, Dallas. I don't have that Howard Stern gene. Yes, this show. And by the way, we just put the show back on YouTube after years of not being on there. I've already explained why 1,000 times. We kept it open under a different name because I had 2 strikes on me. We still wanted to use it to promote the show. But, excuse me, the left has gone so far off the reservation, even YouTube is kind of toning down their censoring. So we put the first half of this show on YouTube, right? And you want the second half, join Mug Club at nickdip.com. But we have, and again, everything's relative. I'm not talking about comparing numbers to like Crowder, and who was the first victim of YouTube's shit when they demonetized them. But we had 107,000 people in 8 days watching the show. I don't know how many thousand new subscribers. So that's all positive, and I don't get happy about my shit, but that's what I like to see, growth, whether it's my penis, my show, or the young girl across the street. What? Cut, you motherfucker. Anyways.
Balls on this prick.
What'd I do? Anyways, okay, let's get on with it. I've wasted enough time. Real quick, I don't have a full story on this, but we did read Elon Musk is relocating his SpaceX and X headquarters, which is Twitter, from California. There's nothing going to be left in California, to Texas. And he's not doing it for the weather, folks. He's doing it because of the Safety Act that Newsom just passed. Or I should say, the Safety Act they tried to pass in California limits schools from creating rules that require employees to notify parents of child's gender ID. They're trying to get in the way of the parents and their kid, Newsom, and they're coming after your kids. And by the way, Elon has 12 kids, so that sort of hit home. He's got 12 kids. Do you know that? How can he afford that? That's funny. He probably even, what the fuck? This is expensive. 12 kids. So he said, fuck you. This guy used to be a Democrat, folks. That's why things like this, it might be a watershed moment, whatever the fuck they call it, in politics. Trump reunited the fucking Republicans, and the left has been exposed. Again, they're not legitimate. They're a criminal organization who fucking hate this guy. I don't care if this sounds like hyperbole. They have to be destroyed, not beat. They have to be taken apart. And it starts with sealing that border. I can't wait for that. I'm going to sign up for the Eagle Scouts. I'll be kicking people left. Yeah, motherfucker. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that. Elon Musk, not to mention $45 million a month he's pumping into a super PAC for Trump. I think he's made up his decision. So as you know, was it second night? Second night last night at the RNC, which is in beautiful Milwaukee. I don't know. I gave Gutfeld a bunch of jokes. I don't think he got to him about Milwaukee. That was the first place. That was where the typewriter was invented. So I guess we can blame them on Murder, She Wrote. And what's the other? Oh, Bobblehead. The National Bobblehead Museum is in Milwaukee. And I told Gutfeld he should say, yeah, we went there. It's pretty cool, but I thought the Michael J. Fox bust was out of not in good taste. The Janet Reno one. Anyways, let's take a look at some of the clips at the good speakers last night. And here's how you know the Republicans are unified under Trump. You know, DeSantis and Marco Rubio. And again, they're not, when they debate against each other, yeah, they go for each other's throats. You know, J.D. Vance said shit, but that was like 10 years ago. And all the fucking idiots on the left, that's all they have to say. This is what Rubio said about him. This is, yeah, and then you unite. After the guy becomes president and does everything he promised to, then you have to. You look like an asshole if you don't like him. I still didn't want Nikki Haley there. She's a globalist fucking skirt that we don't need. Anyways, that was more of a, you know, symbolic thing, I think. Here's Ron DeSantis, who I still say, when he talks and gets excited, starts to sound like Paul Lynn. But here is Ronnie up first, talking about leadership.
Joe Biden has failed this nation. As a veteran, I was appalled when 13 of our service members were killed in Afghanistan due to Joe Biden's dereliction of duty. As a citizen, as a husband, and as a father, I am alarmed that the current president of the United States lacks the capability to discharge the duties of his office.
Well, wipe his ass.
Our enemies do not confine their designs to between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. We need...
Yes, they do. Afghans are very lazy.
We need a commander-in-chief who can lead 24 hours a day
Who's sniffing
and
that baby?
7 days a week. America cannot afford 4 more years of a weekend at Bernie's presidency.
How about the guys that made that movie? They're like, Jesus Christ, that has become a reference, an Americana. He didn't get as excited like he did when he was running for president, but he always, every time I hear him talk, I think...
Paul, true or false, studies at the University of Wisconsin show that you'll probably live longer if you love only one man or woman at a time.
But it is all right to alternate.
Anybody? When he gets mad, his voice goes up, and he's got a little of this in him. I don't give a shit. Again, it's got nothing to do with it. He was in the military, good leader, smart as a whip. Those are the guys we need. He sucks a cock. No, he doesn't. Nobody knows that, Nick. That's just you. Okay. And then Ted Cruz, who I've been kind of fed up with. What am I doing? Oh, I thought that was over. What am I stopping this for? Advil PM brain. Go ahead. More DeSantis. Lawfare.
They have unleashed
progressive
prosecutors across our nation who care more about coddling criminals than about protecting their own communities. They use the unelected bureaucracy to impose their will on us without our consent.
Deep state.
And they weaponize political power to target their political opponents.
And they try to
like
kill
they've
you.
done to our own nominee. They want to ban gas automobiles, eliminate Second Amendment rights, and impose gender ideology on everyone from our infantrymen to kindergartners.
I like when they bring up something that Biden's doing or the opposite that they don't. The people don't know whether to boo or not because it sounds like they're booing him. Yeah. It's never a full-throated boo. They get confused and some of them start crying and leave. Anyways, that's Ronnie Boy. And then Ted Cruz comes up and he's talking about he's talking about the border, obviously. And Ted Cruz, I was a fan of because I know how bright he is. But he's been there so long, and I get mad when I see him going, you're always on the defense. Alan Dershowitz, who was a liberal, says you're the smartest law student you ever had at Harvard, and you're not doing nothing. And he'd probably say, well, we're always outnumbered or whatever the fuck. Whatever. Remember, it got ugly when he was running for president with Trump. Trump said something about his wife, and his father was trying to kill Nixon, I think he was involved with Kennedy. Whatever. So here's Teddy Boy talking about the border.
How did we get here?
I took a cab, you took an Uber.
Because Democrats cynically decided they wanted votes from illegals more than they wanted to protect our children.
These people from shithole countries come here. The shitholes.
Shithole.
Shithole. Up
Today,
is down.
Pause.
Black is white,
Pause.
And you probably come.
What's it say? This raw video, which has not been fact-checked by USA Today. Okay? Do you fucking believe it?
Guarantee you won't see that with anything Democrat related.
Well, then that's Fox's fault at America One News. Put it up there. Because nobody lies more than that fucking old fuck. Every word out of his mouth's a fucking lie. Don't put up, it hasn't been fact-checked. Put up, he's lying. He's lying. Liar. Just fucking... You believe that? Fucking USA Today. They're as bad as any of them. Ugh. Go ahead.
Result of Joe Biden's presidency. Your family is less safe. Your children are less safe. The country is less safe. But here's the good news. We can fix it. And when Donald Trump is president, we will fix
I'm not holding my breath, Ted. I love you, but,
These people from shithole countries come here. The shitholes.
Shithole.
Shithole. Up is down. Black is white. and you probably come from a shithole.
I saw so many fucking funny memes yesterday. Oh my God. I got one I got an angle Scarface that I'm working out as a bit for stand-up. And if I say it right now, people are going to jump on it and put it out there before me, but it has to do with Tony Montana confronting Frank after he gets shot at. It would be so beautiful. Anyways, so that was Teddy Cruz weighing in on the border. And then my boy, I'm sorry, guys, I love J.D. Vance. To me, this guy is sort of a mirror of J.D. Vance, only he's immigrant, I guess. He was born here? I should know that. Vivek's parents, whatever. They have a nice bodega in Calcutta. But Vivek Ramaswamy is the best communicator out there, in my opinion. Because, first of all, he's super elegant. But he always goes back to the media and his hate for how they lie. And he's just, to me, he's the best communicator of everybody up there. And he's super smart. And so does J.D. Vance. I mean, J.D. Vance is just like this. But this guy's young. I see him. I'll be gone, but he'll be running the show. Let's take again, I think my favorite. He'll be in the cabinet somewhere. Right next to the, cheese whiz. Here he is, Vivek, lighting it up like a rock star that he is.
Our message to Gen Z is this. You're going to be the generation that actually saves this country. You want to be a rebel?
Yes.
You want to be a hippie?
No, I don't like that.
You want to stick it to the man?
I'll stick it to the girls.
Show up on your college campus and try calling yourself a conservative.
Oh, you'll get shot.
Say you want to get married, have kids.
You like pussy.
Teach them to believe in God and pledge allegiance to their country.
The girls, you like dick.
Because you know what? Fear has been infectious in this country, but courage can be contagious too. That too is what it means to be an American.
Okay. Guy's a better speaker than Obama ever was.
And you know what? If you're at home and you disagree with everything I just said, our message to you is this.
Suck my ass.
We will still defend to the death your right to say it, because that is who we are as Americans.
Okay.
We are the country where we can disagree like hell and still get together at the dinner table at the end of it. That is the America I know. That is the America we miss.
But you don't have opening? No. But why not?
I love him. I friggin' love him. Colin Quinn said to me when I first moved to New York City, and he grew up in Brooklyn, and he's obsessed with ethnicity and race, and in a good way. He just has a great feel for all that shit. And I remember we were making fun at the table of whatever, Hispanics or Indians or bodega, whatever the fuck. And he looked at us, he goes, you guys don't understand, Asians and Indians are going to save the country. And I still fucking believe that. And then I started to believe it. I would be coming home from the Comedy Cellar at 1:45 in the morning on the subway and seeing an Asian kid coming home from the library or whatever, reading about an Indian kid. I mean, I think he's the future, man. And then finally we had Mark Robinson, who I forgot about. This guy, he was a cop, right, originally, before he became, what is he?
Lieutenant Governor.
Lieutenant Governor and tight end of the Falcons?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Lungy. Mark Robinson, you'll recognize him. Another great speaker who's been behind Trump for a long time. And this guy's a law and order guy, and here he is.
The brave heart of our time, President Trump had our economy roaring. Gas was up below $2. Unemployment was at a historic low. People could afford homes. And we had a president who protected manufacturing jobs. Under President Trump, the American dream was alive and well. Under President Trump, there was hope. And we need that now more than ever. So this November, let's select the brave heart of our time, Donald J. Trump, to get our economy back on track.
Guy's a serious player.
Restore the American dream and make America great again. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
This is what makes the Dems shit their pants. They asked Joe Biden about that, and Joe is watching, and this is his response to watching Mark Robinson.
If you want to talk like a fucking Mulligan, we'll send you to Slip and Fall School.
How fucking dare you, Joe? Hey, folks, for those of you on Mug Club, stick around for the second half of this show. And the rest is, I feel very bad for you that you're going to be leaving us. Everyone else, go to nickdip.com and join to get my full show, Steven Crowder's full show, and a whole lot more. And there is a whole lot more. That's not just words. Crowder puts on the best show. He was the first guy to be victimized by YouTube, by demonetizing him and trying to ruin him. One of the first, I should say. Also, when you're at nickdip.com, click on the tour button. As you see, and this is coming fast, August 9th, which is a Friday night, I believe, Jacksonville Center for the Performing Arts, I will be doing stand-up. And the very next night, on the 10th, I'll be in Duluth, Georgia, outside of Atlanta, August 10th, doing the Gas South Theater. 2 beautiful theaters. Can't wait to do it, folks. Got a lot to say. I might do a little of my act. I might be off fucking, I could be unhinged by then. A couple of rum and cokes and a cigarette backstage. I will rip the tits off any whore in that place. Bring the kids. All right. That's it, right? So, yeah, sign up. You're going to miss the rest of the show. What am I talking about? Jack Black got in hot water, not for what he said, his partner. And also, there was a scary arrest yesterday outside the RNC guy, which people aren't really talking about. This has to be the most interesting 72 hours in the history of American politics.
Hi. Good night, everybody.